Have you ever wondered about the importance of having friends? Stick around until the end to get a golden tip on how to make friends at any stage of life. Now let's dive into the story. One day, a tourist in his 30s named Vincent was visiting Thailand for business when a deep wave of sadness overcame him. He began crying alone at the hotel bar counter as he watched a group of men excitedly chatting at a nearby table. The bartender noticed him and asked, "What's wrong, my friend?" Vincent nodded toward the lively group of men. "It's just that if I wanted to go out to a bar and have a chat like they're doing, I wouldn't have anyone to call. I never thought it would matter. I've always been focused on my job, making money and getting rich, but now I feel the lack of someone to rely on, I think I've built my life the wrong way." The bartender gave him a look of understanding and, touched by the man's pain, said, "Oh, I see. But it's never too late to change your path. As long as you're alive and have energy, you can still find what makes you happy and fix your life." He then reached into his pocket and handed Vincent a card. "Here, visit the great Master Somchai. He will help you." Vincent looked at the card and then searched the address on his phone. He discovered it was deep in rural Thailand, requiring a long journey, but he didn't have time. He had a meeting the next day and then had to return home. He stared at the group of friends at the bar, chatting animatedly, and decided that was what he wanted. What good was money if he had no one to share it with? He canceled the meeting, his flight, and took a bus toward Master Somchai's temple. The next day, during the trip, he questioned whether he was making the right decision or if it was just an impulsive move. He'd never needed friends. He'd always managed alone. Maybe it was just the alcohol altering his perception. He should stop drinking. But anyway, it was too late to turn back now. Even if he didn't find answers, he'd at least see breathtaking landscapes. When he arrived at the temple, one such view greeted him, and he only snapped out of his trance when he heard a loud trumpeting nearby. Startled, he saw an elephant. "This isn't exactly the kind of friend I was looking for," he said to himself. He then sought out Master Somchai and found him on the second floor of the grand temple, standing on a balcony overlooking a vast open field with lush green vegetation, scattered trees, and the rulers of the land, the elephants. After hearing Vincent's troubles, Master Somchai pointed toward the elephants. "Look at the elephants. Majestic and powerful, aren't they? But do you notice how they are always in groups? You never see one alone. Do you know why that is?" Vincent shook his head. The master continued, "Because even though they are so large and strong, they know they are better in groups. And do you see all those trees? When elephants start eating in one area, do you know what happens? The leaves become bitter and can even turn slightly toxic. The trees communicate with one another saying, 'We're being eaten. We need to do something.' So all the trees in that area become bitter." Vincent asked, "So, do elephants always eat bitter leaves?" "No," said Master Somchai. "The elephants know the tree's secrets, so they eat quickly in one spot and then move on, avoiding other trees in that area because they know the taste will be unpleasant. What they do is find a new place to eat." Vincent looked at the monk with a puzzled expression. "But Master Somchai, what does this have to do with my problem? Can't you see?" "See what? How everyone in front of you cooperates to survive? How did you think you could live your entire life alone? When you're part of a group like you, similar to the elephants in a herd or the trees in a grove, there's cooperation within the group. It's easier to thrive and escape challenges. The trees cooperate to escape the elephant's hunger, and the elephants cooperate to enjoy a less bitter meal." Now Vincent began to grasp the Zen Master's point. The Master continued, "Now that you understand the importance of having companions you can call friends, I'll tell you how to find them. Look for people similar to you who share your interests and spend time in the same space as you do. If you like music, seek out people who enjoy the same genre you do. If you enjoy exercising, look for those who practice the same sport. If you love reading, find people who enjoy the same types of books. That's how you'll find people who will always be willing to cooperate with you and help you face the world's challenges." The master pointed again. "See that group of elephants over there? They're the ones who love bananas. And that other group? They're crazy about melons. Which one is your favorite?" The monk laughed when Vincent said he didn't like fruit and replied, "Then learn to like it if you want to be truly happy." Later, on his way home, Vincent understood that Master Somchai wasn't really talking about fruit, but about his own passions. Besides working, Vincent loved cycling. So he joined a local cycling group and attended their Saturday meetings at a nearby park. It didn't take long before he was invited on a mountain cycling trip. Soon he found himself surrounded by friends for life, who, when he didn't know the path, would tell him, "Watch out for the curve at the end of the road. The fallen fruit makes the trail slippery." Vincent smiled. He had found what he was searching for. This story highlights the importance of human connections and cooperation for a fulfilling and meaningful life. It shows how isolation, even amid material success, can lead to unhappiness, and how finding people with shared interests is key to forming genuine bonds. The golden tip for finding happiness and true friendships is to seek out people with common interests and immerse yourself in communities that foster collaboration and mutual support. Just as in nature, where groups thrive through cooperation, in human life, connections based on affinity and purpose can transform your journey. If you enjoyed this story, like the video and share it with someone. And tell me in the comments about a time a great friend helped you through a tough situation. See you next time.